Hi guys, thank you for watching The Royal We. My name is Kevin and I wanted to make a brief video for you while I'm out enjoying the beautiful fall colors here in the Midwest. And in this video, I want to talk to you about the main difference between overt narcissism and covert narcissism. And I also want to share with you what they have in common. We're also going to touch a bit on malignancy because it's important to understand what malignant means when it comes to narcissistic abuse. And then at the end of this video, I hope to give you a tool that can help you to make sure you do not get involved with abusive people in the future. So we've got a lot to talk about and a lot of beautiful colors to see right here on The Royal We, so don't go anywhere. All right guys, like I said, I'm outside enjoying the beautiful fall colors here in the Midwest, and I'm gonna share with you some of the shots that I've been taking this morning. I hope you enjoy the background and the scenery, guys, as much as I do. Now, before I get into the content of this video, I have a couple of announcements for you. First of all, I do have a course that is available. If you're interested in taking the Royal We course or just finding out more about it, you can click on the link in the description box below. Simply drop down the description box. You'll see the link right there. Click on it. It's going to take you to the Royal We course page. You can find out all the information there. You're welcome to contact me if you have any questions about it as well, guys. Secondly, I do have an Instagram available. So if you're on Instagram, you can find me at Join the Royal We. Instagram is a great platform. There's a lot of support there, guys. I see a lot of you there, and there's a lot of people going through exactly what you're going through. So it's a great place to find help. We post memes, we post videos. I hope to see you guys there. Find me at Join the Royal We. A little bit of wind picking up. All right, guys, let's get into this video while we look at some of the colors here. All right, guys, so let's start off by talking about overt narcissism. Overt means that it is done out in the open. It's apparent, it's blatant, it's obvious. This is your typical bully that everybody knows is a bully. We've all had this in our life. We've experienced this, guys. Even at a young age in elementary school, there was always that one kid, that one boy or that one girl that you stayed away from. Even if it meant you changed your route walking home, you did whatever you could to avoid this person because you knew they just had that loud, arrogant attitude and they just wanted to fight you all the time. I remember my first bully that I encountered in elementary school, his name was Chad. I remember it like yesterday, and we were playing a game of dodgeball. We always played dodgeball during recess, and I got him out. And as a result of getting him out, I got decked in the face. That was my thanks for getting him out during a game of dodgeball, right? I'm reminded of that movie, The Christmas Story, with Ralphie. There was that one guy that he always tried to avoid. I believe his name was Scott Farkas.
Scott Farkas.
Scott Farkas. What a rotten name. We were trapped. There he stood between us and the alley. Scott Farkas staring out at us with his yellow eyes. He had yellow eyes, so help me God, yellow eyes.
These are your loud, proud, arrogant bullies, guys. And at the root of it is they're screaming for attention. That's the reason for it. It's kind of like that saying that negative attention is better than no attention. For those of you who have children, you know that if you neglect your children and if you neglect playing with them and having fun with them, they'll do what? They'll start acting up. They'll throw things. They'll start fights. They'll start yelling and stuff like that. Why? Well, because they're getting attention, right? Because even your negative attention, you scolding them and you disciplining them is better than no attention to a kid. Well, it's the same issue with grown or young or old abusive adults. These people who are abusive and who are narcissistic and who are bullies, they make a life out of being bullies overtly because it gets them that attention. They would rather have that attention than no attention. And this, guys, is actually what they have in common with covert narcissists. So now let's go ahead and talk about covert narcissists, guys. covert narcissism means that it's hidden. It's kept undercover. It's behind a veil. This is what makes it so dangerous, and this is what typically people like you and me have fallen a victim of. It's that same inner scream, it's that same need for attention, that same bully mindset, that need for attention, that need for even negative attention, because negative attention is better than no attention, but it's hidden behind a veil of normalcy. It's hidden behind a veil of kindness. And what's even worse, what's more dangerous, is that it's excessive kindness. Yes, covert narcissists use excessive kindness to lure people into them before they bring out their bullying tactics. It's a trick, basically. It's talked about. I use this Bible verse a lot, and I'm going to bring it up again right here, guys. Galatians 4:17 talks about covert narcissistic abuse. Galatians 4:17 says, "They are zealous for you," meaning they are fanatical about you, but not in a good way. They do it to bring you in so that you will become fanatical about them. And this is what covert narcissism is. They become fanatical about you. They hide their inner need for attention with excessive amounts of kindness, excessive love bombing. And then once they draw you into them, they want to get all of your attention, and they're going to get it one way or the other. Either you're going to continue to love and give them, and you're going to be fanatical about them, like it says in Galatians in the Bible, or they're going to make you afraid of them, and they're going to hurt you, and they're going to make you suffer. Again, just like the overt bully, they would rather have you afraid of them. They would rather have you under their bullying tactics and controlling you that way than to have no attention from you whatsoever. This is the danger of covert narcissistic abuse. All right, guys, so both overt and covert narcissism has this one thing in common, that both are a screaming cry for attention. That's at the root of it. They want attention either way, either good attention or bad attention. Once you are in their life and once you are emotionally invested and attached to them, they are going to get attention from you one way or the other. You are either going to love them or they're going to make sure that you hate them. But in their mind, as long as it's something, it's better than nothing, right? This is why it's so important that you learn how to give them nothing, because this is the only thing that makes them go away. All right, guys, now let's talk about malignancy. This is a term that you hear associated with narcissism. Malignant narcissist, malignant narcissistic abuse. What does it mean? Well, malignancy has two different definitions and both apply to narcissistic abuse. The first definition meaning that it is dangerous. Not only is it dangerous, but it's on purpose. It's malignant, it's malevolent. And we know that narcissistic abuse is done on purpose. It's done with malignancy. It's malevolent. It's evil intended. The person that you are with, if they're hurting you, they're trying to hurt you. If they're abusing you, they're trying to abuse you. Why? Because again, they're getting the attention that they need by abusing you, by striking that fear in you. It's highly malignant, okay? Now the other definition of malignant, which is also usable, is that it's invasive and it spreads and it is progressive. Right? When we talk about like a malignant tumor, for example, right? A malignant tumor means that it's invasive, it's growing, it's spreading, it's getting worse, it's progressive. And if you don't have that tumor removed, then it can destroy your life, right? It could take your life. That's what malignancy means when they talk about a malignant tumor, for example. And guess what, guys? It's the exact same with an abusive narcissist. A malignant narcissist, if you do not remove the individual from your life, it will grow in you, it will invade your life, it will spread throughout your life, and it will kill you, ultimately. This is malignant narcissism. So malignancy has two meanings. One, it is very dangerous, and it's on purpose, it's malevolent, it's evil intended. And two, malignancy means that it is progressive, it's invasive, and it will spread if it is not removed. So does this make sense to you guys? Now you understand what malignant means, right? Now guys, lastly, I want to give you a tool that's going to help you to avoid abuse in the future. This tool is simple, guys, but it's something that we miss. It's called the color code of awareness. And I'm going to briefly show it up here, and I'm going to encourage you to look this up yourself. Guys, the color code of awareness is used by most defense training professionals. If you've had any kind of training, hand-to-hand combat or firearms training, then you're aware of the color code of awareness. It's used by military, it's used by the police. This color code of awareness that we're looking at is by Jeff Cooper. And what the color code of awareness does is associate a color with your state of awareness. Now it starts with white being the lowest, being completely unaware, or as Jeff Cooper's color code of awareness says, you're switched off. Then it goes to yellow, which means you're alert and you're aware, but you're relaxed. Then it goes to orange, which means you are heightened in your awareness, means something's off. Something seems fishy. You can smell something brewing in the air, and it doesn't smell good, right? And then the top is the color of red. Red means that you are in the fight. It is fight or flight time. All right, guys, when it comes to the color code of awareness, you and I should always strive to live our lives in a color code of yellow, meaning that we are aware, we're alert, not paranoid, just aware, just alert. That's it. We should be aware of our environments, of our surroundings, of who we're talking to. We should be able to pick up on other people's intentions. And guys, we have that ability. It's called discernment. You and I both have that. You have discernment, and so do I. We can pick up on what other people's intentions are. And we should be using that discernment on a daily basis, on a moment-by-moment basis, guys. But oftentimes we find ourselves in a color code of white. That's where our awareness is switched off. Now what's interesting, guys, is Jeff Cooper gives us some reasons as to why people are switched off, why people are in this place of being white when it comes to their color code of awareness. A couple of them are obvious. One of the reasons is possibly intoxication or being on drugs. Obviously, if you're intoxicated or if you're on drugs or you're doing something that you should not be doing, you're going to be at a lower state of awareness. You're going to be switched off. This is why bar fights happen all the time, and this is why people get killed going out and late at night and being in places they shouldn't be, is because their awareness is switched off. Okay? Now, there's something really interesting I want to talk to you about. There's other reasons as to why people's awareness gets switched off. Jeff Cooper also mentions that it can be trauma related, and it could be a result of high stress. Now, this is interesting, guys. Pay attention to this, because how many of you got involved with an abusive narcissist after you suffered a traumatic experience? Maybe you've come out of a divorce. Maybe you lost your dad or your mom or a loved one. Somebody passed away. Maybe you had a bad accident. Maybe you had a bad injury. You suffered some kind of traumatic experience, and then lo and behold, you get involved with an abusive narcissist not too long after that. Is it possible that the stress in your life, the traumatic experience in your life, lowered your guard, put you in a state where you were less aware, right? And you became the perfect target and the perfect prey for an abusive, covert narcissist whose intention was to win you over and get you to love them or hate them so long as you gave them some attention. Yes. So guys, hopefully you will take down this color code of awareness and you will strive to live your life always at the lowest being in a yellow, always aware. And guys, when you experience a traumatic issue in life, when you're overcoming something, it's never a good idea to get involved with somebody intimately. It's always good to first find healing in your own life, in a safe place. All right, guys, I hope this video helped you. I look forward to talking to each and every one of you guys. Give me a call. My telephone number is at the end screen of this video. All right, guys, thanks for watching. All right, guys, I hope you liked this video, and I want to thank you once again for joining me here on The Royal We. Now, I want to encourage you guys, if you want to jumpstart your recovery process and really take it to another level, I encourage you to check the link below for the Royal We course. The link is in the description box. Check that out. I know it's going to be a good thing for you. Also, guys, Instagram is available, so click the link in the description box for Instagram and join me there as well. Now, guys, I want to draw your attention to the sides of the screen right over here. You're going to have a video right there that's going to be my last upload prior to this one. So if you missed my last upload, you can catch it right there. Now, right below that video right there is going to be a special recommended video just for you. Either way, you can't go wrong. Thank you once again. I'll see you next time.